All right, it's the Rundown. It's brought to you by CBDMD, premium CBD oil products. They are THC-free, organically grown. It's an independent company, so there's third-party testing to ensure that this shit is all good and nothing but the highest quality CBD. And they have a whole line of products. They've got capsules, they've got gummies, tinctures, which we all know what a tincture is now.
Yep.
They've got CBD PM for when you want to go to sleep at night, lotions for your skin, bath bombs. Are you a bath guy, Rone?
I
could see you dabbling.
Take a bath from
I
time
could
to
see you
time.
dabbling
I'll
in the
dabble
tub.
with some CBD bath bombs.
I also feel like you dabble in the world of marijuana as a guy who does such. Are you down with the CBD craze?
Of course, bro. Of course.
It's good for like
and it's like guilt-free. Like there's a little bit of with marijuana you smoke and you kind of feel bad about yourself. Like maybe someone doesn't approve of this or they're not going to be all right with it. CBD, fucking whip that out in the airport.
Good to go. You could be a union guy. You're not going to lose a job because of your testing. You're not
That's
gonna
what a
walk
lot of
around
my
all
union
sweaty.
Wait, you just threw union guy and willy-nilly. That's just
Oh yeah,
just you,
I thought
huh?
about it because I
You
know
could be a
I
union-
know
you
a lot
just
of
dropped a
union guys.
genuine
Same.
union
I know
guy
some
on
union
here.
guys who can't smoke. They can't do anything. They can't do.
You can be a union guy.
You can have your sweet gig. You can work your overtime, get your money, and you ain't gonna lose it for random drug testing.
Hell yeah.
I thought that was like something maybe like the advertiser was like specifically targeting.
Just me, bro. The union. We're going after the union market here.
Local 420.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, poor Golden Tate. Golden Tate's failing tests for fucking
Right.
fertility.
If he was
shit.
on CBD, he would
It'd
have
be
been fine.
all gravy, man. All good.
Players
So,
union would have been good with
shout
him.
out to my union guys. Go to
working man.
cbdmd.com. Promo code Rundown. 25% off your order. I love a good 25% discount.
I just caught the
CBDMD.
local 420. That was good.
Hey, let's sneak it in there.
Steam fitters.
No, that is local 420.
Yeah,
It's
there
really
you
steam
go.
fitters,
There
bro.
you
You're
go,
on top
man.
of it, yeah. Steam fitters. So there's like that's a
on.
multifaceted fucking.
You gotta know your unions, dude. What are the tunnel guys? They're called like the tunnel rats or some shit like
Rats,
that.
yeah, rats. I'm pretty
Come
sure
on,
that's
bro.
what-
Get up on your, brush up on your
Why do
union
you guys know
talk.
so much about? Do you know things about unions?
Oh yeah.
Tommy practically is a union.
Blue collar
guy.
Tommy, yeah, of course.
We got
works with his hands.
We got the front man, the rock star, Rone, or what's your name? Derek? No, what's your name over there? You don't even-
Scott Travis. Travis
Scott Travis. Another Pup Punk show. We'll talk about that at the end of the show, though. Let's
Sure.
get into these topics first. LeBron James.
Hey, wait, but I want.
Oh, we gotta talk about the
before
shirt
people
first.
go further.
We gotta talk about the
I
shirt.
know this shirt's terrible.
Stand up for the people.
I don't
Stand
know
up
if
for the
it is.
people.
I don't
So
know if it
this
is.
shirt, let me give the rundown. It's got probably over 1,000 giraffes printed on it when you really start to do the math. and count them up.
This is Africa.
It looks like, you know what it looks like? It's a daishiki / polo. It looks like they tried to make a African daishiki and turned it into a
But
polo.
that's fire.
It's got the 3/4 length sleeves with the button thing.
Yes,
in case you want to
dude.
roll them up.
Yes.
It's not a full
It's not
button
a full
down.
button down, but it's also not just a
I feel
regular
like-
Got
polo.
no collar.
When I went to Ethiopia this summer, I could have worn this to that wedding. I stopped someone, I was telling you earlier, I stopped someone mid-conversation. I was like, ooh, look at what Feits is wearing. Look at that shirt, it's incredible.
This was his fear. Feidelberg was afraid that he's gone so far with his fashion bullshit that people would look at this and be like, oh wow, Feits is doing something. Now here's the thing. I think Rone can pull this shirt off.
I got
think
an
Rone can-
Instagram ad
Rone
for-
can do that.
I got an Instagram ad for this shirt like yesterday.
Oh,
I swear to
that's
God,
where
this
I got
exact
it.
same
I got
shit.
this on an
They're
Instagram
targeting us right now. No, but like, I mean, I'm obviously not the
Now
biggest
let me
fashion guy.
entice you a little bit more. It is 100% polyester.
Stop it. That's not even a blend.
That is the
Unreal.
shittiest shirt ever.
Like I think this shirt is like technically poisonous. Like I've never seen
probably
anything in
is
my whole
toxic.
life
You're
that
gonna
is
turn green.
100% polyester. It's like I'm trying to make weight or something. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna
like
sweat it out.
In here, remember like elementary school when you like created like an ecosystem?
Yep.
And like it would like rain in it and stuff like that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
There's an ecosystem under this shirt, like with my
got
sweat
bacteria
and stuff.
growing.
It doesn't breathe. It definitely doesn't breathe. It's
That
a
is
terrarium.
disgusting. A terrarium. I said it looks like you're gonna stare at it and a giraffe's gonna pop out. It looks like a 3D fucking
Yes.
poster.
With the drafts and the which I didn't notice when I bought it, I didn't notice the drafts on it. Looking at it now, it's borderline
Could you
impossible.
imagine his surprise when he opened up a shirt that has 1,000 drafts on it?
What did you
like
see?
I didn't realize like I mean this is like this shirt's like it is racist.
No,
Like,
no. It's a
there's
celebration
so much,
of. No, it's
so
not.
much cultural appropriation.
There's
going on.
there's a fine
This is
line between
racist.
appropriation and celebration.
No, it's
Rone thinks you're on the
celebration.
celebration side.
What
of
are you
things.
doing with it? You're not appropriating it. You're not taking it somewhere, and you're getting chastised for it. You're a champion of good, loud polyester shirts.
Shout out to giraffes.
This is not one. I think
Sticking
a
your
caller
neck out.
called in on radio and said it looked good too. This is not one I will be tricked into thinking this looks good. This is an awful shirt. Today will be the one day I wear it. It is.
You're giving it to Devlin?
Compliment John's shirt. I think that thing's fire. I don't know what that says about me.
This is the Devlin. You can have this shirt.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
I was gonna rip it off. You know what? You can have it. I'm gonna gift you this shirt.
Claimed. That is claimed, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Devlin did claim it.
Devlin called dibs on
Devlin
Devlin
loved
wants
it. I do think
With some
maybe
basketball
it's listed also, by the way, it's only $15.19.
$15.19.
So you can go get
know
that,
that's
and
really
maybe by Christmas it'll arrive from China. So you too can have your giraffe shirt.
Unreal.
You know who wouldn't like that?
Garment.
Union guys. Union guys would make fun of you so bad for that
They
shirt.
hate
man.
it. But Za though, has Za seen it? I feel like
Za
Za would
I
fuck
think
with
this
the
is
heavy.
Za in a nutshell. It's like a white guy polo mixed with an African guy dashiki.
Yes, bro. Za would crush that. You should move it on to
And
Za.
it would probably fit him because it's
long
an oddly
sleeve
cut
on-
shirt.
I don't know.
It would be long sleeves on Za. It'd be perfect.
It probably would perfectly fit. Although, like, I don't know what body type this shirt was created for.
You
Like,
look
there's-
great. You
maybe
look great
Za?
in it. Yours.
I can't find. I can't
Yours.
find to think of something where like this would look flattering on them.
The polyester, baby.
I guess Rone would probably. I think Rone could probably wear
Rowan
it.
can pull off anything, though. It
Yeah.
doesn't count.
That's incredible. Thank
Let's
you. I
get to
appreciate
LeBron. LeBron is making waves. He's been making waves with his son all summer with the AAU tournaments. He's in the layup line. He's celebrating like crazy. This time he took it to a whole new level. Jumps on the court, loses his shoe, needs to run back on, interrupts the game, and then ends up like stomping his way off the court, all for an alley-oop that did not involve his son. It's other kids. So he's just celebrating other 14-year-olds. I think I'm usually a defender of LeBron James. I think we've gone too far here. I think it's a little bit much. I think Bron could tone it down.
It's something that other dads would get in trouble with during AAU games. But LeBron James isn't other dads, though. At the same time, it's a different set of rules. It's why, like, at the Duncan Awards, you can wear a T-shirt and kind of get in trouble, and Francis, like, will wind up getting fired for some shit like that. It's different,
argument. I
different
can't, like,
rules
now
for
I'm-
different
now I
people.
have to say okay to that because
Right, you know what I mean? You have a
well
different
played, you
set of
son of a
rules.
bitch.
You're
No,
LeBron
that's
James.
totally fine. But using that same analogy, I also acknowledge that it was an asshole move for me not to dress up. So while the rules may be different and I didn't get fired, I do know that the behavior was asshole behavior. So you can tell me that LeBron, there's two different schools here. If you want to tell me LeBron's being a dick, he's being outrageous because he can, okay. The other people who are like, it's just a dad supporting his son, like, no, it's not. Because it's viral on the internet for a fucking reason.
It's I agree. I think it's fine. I think you're right with like he has a different set of rules. He does. But you can't talk about this without going, if this is a regular dad, it'd be a real dickhead move.
Yes.
Like a fat dad, like a fat,
Oh my
like bearded
God.
dad, like.
No,
where-
you know what?
Like,
I'll
kick
tell you.
him
I'll
out.
take it a
You
get
step
arrested.
further.
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further, and this is a little different because he was being like combative with the ref. Matt Barnes got kicked out of his son's basketball game this same weekend. And granted, yelling at the ref versus celebrating with a kid is very different. But even Matt Barnes, who was an NBA player himself, isn't getting that same treatment. Every other dad in the building is going like, dude, come on. These like 14-year-old kids, just fucking sit down. Act like you've been there before. You're the James family. So,
But there has to be an element of him not having a dad and like
and
wa-
being like,
and,
I'm gonna-
and wanting
yes.
to,
No
and
doubt.
that's where it's like, wow, your point holds water. Like anyone who says that back to your point, it's just like now you're the asshole
yes.
for being like,
oh
all right,
yeah, well
like-
my dad left me, and I want to make sure that
It's
I
like,
support
well,
my son.
damn,
I'm like,
I didn't
ah,
fucking
okay.
make your dad leave.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure there's sure.
I didn't leave you.
Definitely a level of that. I'm sure he's like overcompensating a bit. It's not the end of the world either way. If he was like being a dick to refs or yelling at other kids, it'd be like, you're a bad person. This is just like, you're kind of being a dickhead.
Yeah, I generally like LeBron. Most of that is probably out of just to spite Dave, but like I had no problem with LeBron.
My problem is that.
But still
Go ahead.
watching this, I was just like, dude, fucking relax.
Yeah.
Chill.
I actually
That's
think
too
the
much.
worst clip was the earlier one of the weekend where Bron Jr. just dunks on like a wide open lane. And like LeBron runs on the court, like flexing for that. It was
Yeah,
like the
like-
defense was just like, we're gonna let LeBron James.
The
Jr.
Red
dunk
Sea's
right
parted,
now.
yeah, nothing happened.
And it's
I can't
cool. I
even
mean,
tell if he's
listen,
good.
any 14-year-old dunks, it's cool. But like that to me was like that wasn't even. I don't know what's worse, celebrating your kid making what is pretty much a very basic play or celebrating other kids
I
that
mean,
don't even
also,
belong
like,
to you.
LeBron James Jr. changed his number because he didn't want to be associated with his
Yeah.
dad, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
First of all, it's gonna be difficult being named LeBron
Yeah, you
James
can't,
Jr.
can't really.
But like,
This is
if
not
your
making it any
kid,
easier.
if your kid is doing things to, at least pseudo-actively disassociate himself from you and
Have your
try
own
to be his
identity.
own man,
Yeah.
then like,
Don't
thrust
hijack
yourself
his
into
moment.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm changing my basketball number so people don't think about my dad when
I-
I'm playing basketball. Oh wait, my dad is doing cartwheels at midcourt right now.
Yeah. And I mean, again, this wasn't LeBron James Jr., but let's say it was. The talk would be about LeBron James celebrating, not being like, wow, did you see LeBron's son like fucking throw down alley-oop in the middle of a 14-year-old game? You know what I mean? So
I still can't tell like if it's genuine or if it's manufactured.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, is it a natural thing? Like he's just jumping up, hyping up his teammates, and it's an immediate visceral reaction, or is it like, let me do this
Cameras
to
are
show
on.
people that I'm this
good
type
dad.
of dad or
Yeah.
something like that? And I still can't tell.
I mean-
and that's been a refrain of LeBron's whole career. I can't tell how self-aware he is.
I think just from very basic and not even very comparable like parenting experience, I think like I'll run into people who I can see are doing it like to show that I'm the best dad or the best mom. So I can see on his level like times a billion, but also he is just kind of like a social misfit that does weird things sometimes. So
Right.
forever, we'll never know with LeBron. That's why he's one of the most fascinating characters ever.
I think it has to be fake. I think if you have like,
I don't. If like Keegan was like throwing down alley oops though, I would be getting like pretty
I think
crazy.
if-
I wouldn't jump on the court, but I would be like, "Oh, you mom!" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'd
I
be screaming
think
in the crowd.
any reaction that lasts longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah,
is fake.
it's like you have to be putting
Dude,
it
but
on.
some people.
Because you know what? Even
like,
I,
oh,
like
shit,
even if
and
I
then
if
back
I
to
did
normal.
get too hype and I ran on the crowd, I'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like on the court, I'd like run back and like, "Oh shit, I can't believe I did that." he knew it, embraced it, and went harder.
But like, think of like summer league basketball at the Rucker or at like
people do
Dickman or
get
whatever.
crazy.
Like people, like the reaction is almost part of the sport.
Yes, yes.
And I feel like he might be playing into that a little bit,
Yeah.
dunk reaction, like watching Magic type reaction, where it's just like,
Like,
oh, it's
run
almost
away.
fun to run away.
Yes,
it's
yes,
almost
yes.
fun to enjoy. Maybe
Yeah.
he's enjoying
But
himself.
that's to the greater point of like you're making it about yourself because you're like thinking, okay, I got to make sure the reaction is also cool.
Right.
Like just let the moment be, bro.
Right,
Let other people do that. Other basketball controversy: Jeremy Lin. This video of him speaking at some like event, some convention of some sort, weeping about not getting an NBA contract, saying he's hit rock bottom, and that NBA free agency has been really tough for him.
And in English, there's a saying, and it says, once you hit rock bottom, the only way is up.
因为有一句话说，当你跌到谷底的时候，你只有往上爬。
But rock bottom just seems to keep getting more and more rock bottom for me.
但是对我来讲，好像每年那个谷底是越来越深啊。
And so, free agency has been tough.
As a normal guy on Twitter, on the internet, social media, it's a little bit much.
Jeremy Lin's career earnings, $68 million. A lot of money. That's
A lot of money. 30 for 30 was made about him. He's had an 8 or 9 year NBA career. It's a pretty long one.
They average 4 years.
Yeah.
The average guy flames out.
He's 30. Most people flame out of the NBA by 23, I would guess.
Yeah.
And
you've had a great
you've had a
career.
great run. You are a cultural phenomenon. You are, to literally billions of people all across the world, you're like a fucking hero. You're a Harvard-educated graduate. It's not rock bottom.
I think the crazy part to me is he might be a fucking idiot. Because how did he not know this?
Yeah.
Like
He was done?
When was the last time he got legitimate NBA minutes?
Been a minute.
He's
He's bounced from
shocked.
team to team.
Right.
Yeah, he barely got any
I
minutes.
found out today he used to play for the Lakers.
Yeah, he had a little
He
stint
made
with the Lakers.
$16 million when he played for the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, it's not just that
Rock
he
bottom.
played for them. Like he was there and getting minutes and getting paid. Of all people, you would think, he is pretty educated and he does always well spoken. You would think he'd have a little bit of perspective on the moment and just be like, things
I
have
was
been tough,
averaging-
but I had a great run. But
I was averaging 2 minutes a game last year.
can you believe I haven't gotten a contract?
There might not be a team for me when this contract runs out.
Right.
Like you should have gone to free agency probably expecting
it's over.
This one might be done.
Yeah.
And it's also like he could come back like midway through the season or something.
Oh, I
It's
bet
like
you he
he's-
gets a look. I bet you.
If you
I
wanted
think he's
it.
a good. I think
If
he's probably
he-
a
if he
great
mopes
practice
enough.
player. I think he's. And if it's really all about the love of the game, go play in China. Like, Marbury was a fucking hero over there. You'll be 10 times that. So I know that rich people can be upset. I know that you can be successful and have mental issues or be depressed or be upset. I know that athletes pour their heart and soul into it. But when you are if you watch the full clip, he had to pause for like minutes. Like he could not compose himself.
That's wild.
And then when you use the term rock bottom, even if you meant it like relatively speaking to the NBA free agency, you're just gonna look like a dramatic idiot.
This whole video is so absurd, but like, I mean, it's so absurd because when he finally, I didn't see what the question was about, so I saw when it cut into him
the answer.
crying
Yeah.
and him being like, it's just the worst thing ever, it's rock bottom and blah blah blah, and then he like almost like composes himself. He regains his composure and just goes, so yeah, free agency's been tough. And like that hits like a punchline. I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. And I was like, God, like, did his mom die?
I was gonna say that. Like, yeah,
like,
so the death of my mom is really tough.
It was like, nope, no one's looking for a guy who plays 2 minutes a game, scores no points.
And he just won a championship, by the way. Like, if anything, this would probably be the time to call it a day.
Right.
You made your money,
Right
you
off
had
into
your
the
moment,
sunset.
and you got yourself a chip. Like, it's been a good run, Jeremy. Don't worry, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I kind of prepared to take the other side of this, but it's like it seems like he just needs some like perspective. Like
I honestly
enjoy
think
some
if you asked him
perspective.
right now, he'd be like, yeah, I got overly emotional. It's not rock bottom. We're all good. I think he got caught up in the moment. I don't think he's like would stick to his guns on rock bottom. Or I think he would very much clarify, like, I meant rock bottom, meaning I'm not getting any contract offers. I think Jeremy Lin knows that life could be. I sincerely hope. Otherwise, he needs a healthy dose of perspective.
Right.
Putting things in perspective, a 16-year-old made $3 million this year playing Fortnite.
Ladies and gentlemen, this cup is yours. One more time, your world champion, Booga!
The Fortnite World Cup. I think
Not this year, right? He made it.
I meant like this year's World Cup. In one tournament, $3 million. I think bigger and cooler. Well, not cooler than the $3 million. That's pretty much the coolest part. But he played in front of a fucking arena, in front of a stadium out in Queens. Like, the market, everyone keeps saying like it's like the wave of the future or whatever. Like, it's here, bro. You're selling out arenas. You're winning $3 million tournaments. You're, going viral. He is.
How do they have that much money? Like Tiger won $2 million for the Masters.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good point. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure Fortnite just went a little
Fortnite.
punk on you. Fortnite probably takes a decent chunk of their just like revenue to host that. I think to make it like legitimized. You know what I mean? Like, because I think they'll stay.
I don't think so.
I think they'll stay a cut above of all the other like imitation games if they can be like, we also do like I would play Fortnite over the other game if I knew there's a $3 million tournament in the end.
Or you're just a superstar in front of a whole fucking stadium.
Booga
This
was his
dude's
name.
gonna
I don't
be hitting
think that's
fucking
as much.
rock bottom soon. Fucking with $3 million at 16.
Yeah.
They just fucked his life up. More than the video games.
What
are
would you
about
do
to.
at 16 with $3 million?
I mean, I would do something way different than the kid who plays video games for 14 hours a day. Like, I would spend it on a cornucopia of drugs. at a young
I'll tell
age.
you what, he might also.
I mean, he should enjoy yourself. He's 13 or whatever.
16 is a good age where like he can go have a good time with that. You
Well,
know what I
is
mean?
he going
Can
to?
he like does this all like affect college stuff now? Like is
Is he not an amateur or whatever
Right.
now? Probably.
Because like
Probably not.
colleges have esports teams
Yeah.
now. So like
Oh,
do you?
shit.
Oh, I mean, fuck
Like-
college, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
just keep
yeah.
doing
I had $3
this.
million at 16.
I wonder if this is like, will this guy be back next year, or was this like, by this
Is it
time
random?
next
Is
year?
it like World Series of Poker
Yes,
where like
you just got
it's
in
someone
early.
just like hits the stride at the right time?
Yeah.
How long has this dude been playing Fortnite for?
I think I don't know him specifically, like his gameplay, but I think he was like a favorite going in because seeing some tweets, people were like, Booga has arrived at the stadium. Like it wasn't just like some random dude. It was like one of the better players. Whether or not I think he like ran away with it too because the announcer made it seem like it wasn't even close. Like he blew him out of the water. Actually, is Smitty floating around?
I'm sure we'll be able to get this Booga dude
Smitty.
in here.
Yeah,
eventually.
right, that's
Like,
also
if
what's
Ninja's
funny is
coming
that,
through
like,
here, it's like accessible.
It's accessible.
He's
It's
16.
still at the level where like you probably can get these guys. Smitty was there. He beat the shit out of that llama with the fucking jousting stick.
I watched that maybe 100 times.
I love who was it? Was it his intern who he paid $20? That was filming it. The
I
guy who
mean-
goes, Jesus, Smitty.
like a disappointed
He just
mom.
like
or,
crushed
like,
that
wife.
kid's skull.
Smitty.
That llama was probably like, fucking hey, man.
Dude, that was the $20 thing was one of the wildest.
Oh,
movies.
so if you don't know, they get to the World Series of World what is it, the Super Bowl, World Series, whatever it was, of
World
Fortnite
Cup,
and World Cup. And Smitty goes in there, and they only had like one pass. So this kid stayed outside with the camera equipment. He couldn't just go home. He had to like watch the camera equipment for 5 hours. It's been like oppressively hot.
Yeah.
And he just sat outside for 5 hours. And then to make things what he thought better and the rest of the world much worse, he gives him $20.
I would have ripped that up.
I would spit in his face.
Shoot it and spit it in his face.
And then like kicked him in the dick.
$4
and
an hour?
Maybe stabbed him in the neck. That is so much more
Who
offensive.
was it? Was it TJ, our intern?
And I believe he also called him fat. Because he is a little bit of he's the heavier set guy
TJ
back
kind of
there.
looks like TJ Detweiler from Recess a little bit.
Yeah, I can see
Kinda
that.
has the same with always the backwards hat and everything. At the same time, this kid's just the intern. Like interns,
He handled it well.
Like Hank got taped to a wall. You know what I mean? Like people do have to eat shit from time to
Yeah,
time.
the low man on the totem pole, he tweeted like I was totally okay with it, like anything for the team. But I'm sure in the moment when you're on hour 4.5, you're like, fuck
I wanna
you,
get the fuck outta
Smitty.
here,
Come on,
man.
dude.
Dude, I gave my intern fucking $100 and a birthday card last year for his fucking birthday. I thought I was
bike?
the nicest guy, fucking Jake the Rake, bro.
The
I
Rake.
gave him
Rake
fucking
the
$100,
bike.
bro. I feel like that was the nicest thing anyone's ever
Well,
done.
no, that was nice. That's a little bit more.
that's very
And
nice.
also you didn't like put him through hours of torture in the 95-degree heat.
I feel like I should have now.
Yeah,
I feel
now
like
you
I
got-
should
you
have
didn't
wrote
get
his
your money's
ass
worth,
for it.
bro.
He didn't even fucking earn his money. Unreal.
What was the last topic? Was it Pup
The
Punk?
Mets.
Oh yeah, Marcus Stroman and the Mets. The Mets are a baffling organization that does things that make no fucking sense. With my head, I know this is a stupid move. In my heart, I like Marcus Stroman. I like that he's from Long Island.
I don't think I like Stroman.
Well, I have to learn a little bit more.
I think
I know when he argues about, he celebrates on the mound, but then gets mad about pimping homers. You can't have it both ways, bro.
Yeah,
but overall, I
he
think
does that, right?
he's got.
He gets mad at people pimping home runs, but
Yeah,
he's like
but he
a
definitely
big.
shimmies out there. We need to cut that out. But other than that, I think he's got some personality. He's got some swagger. He's a local kid. He grew up rooting for the Mets. Now there might be.
He's also fast with the block button too. I don't like people like that.
Soft. But he might be. There might be some reports that he wasn't too happy to have been traded to the Mets. To which I say one of two things. I'll say two things. One, there might have been a commotion after the trade about the trade. That doesn't necessarily mean I don't want to go to the Mets. It could have been like, fuck you to the Blue Jays employees that he wasn't getting along with or something. I don't know. That's my spin zone.
Yeah, that was.
And if it's,
I was just gonna let that
sounds
one.
good. I was gonna
let
let
that
you-
one sit.
no, you know what I mean.
That
Like I could see somebody shows up in the locker room and is like, hey, pack your fucking bags. You've been traded, and then they have like a clash, and it's about the trade, and everyone's just inferring that it means he doesn't want to go to the Mets when it's more like a fuck you to Toronto. But if it is that he doesn't want to come to the Mets, I get it. I'm not gonna hold, as a Mets fan, I'm not gonna hold that against you.
That organization stinks. You guys stink,
I
dude.
told him, I said, you're not here for a long time or a good time, but let's just make the most of this. Let's do some good interviews. Maybe we'll sell some T-shirts. Maybe we'll win some games.
He probably
And,
listens to how you talk about the Mets.
Yes, exactly.
He doesn't have a problem with pimping home runs. He wants you to pimp home runs.
Oh,
That's what I
It's
thought.
the complete opposite. He's
Right.
like, hitting is the hardest thing in the world. If you can hit a home run off me, good for you. Do whatever you want.
So,
Gross
but-
is
but-
sport.
So what was that about, Tommy? You were totally like, yep.
You guys said it with such confidence that it just
I was like,
okay.
yes, absolutely.
That was my impression of him. Yeah. And that was the best. Come on. The best part.
He doesn't deserve. You
the
don't deserve
Met-
him.
The Mets,
He doesn't want to play for you. This is all so stupid. You're only doing this trade so we don't have him.
I know.
You don't
You
even care about winning. You
cock-blocking.
just want us.
I love it.
We do it for
It's
the
a
Red
win.
Sox all the time. So I
Absolutely.
guess tip my cap to you, but
it's
it's
a
such
great
stupid
move.
fucking move for both
It's a
teams.
great move to see your
You gave up
dumb weasel
nothing
face.
too.
I
You
know.
gave up nothing. That K guy stinks.
I know. Everyone's like,
He's
you
a
gave
7 ERA in
They
AAA
were
this
like,
year.
we gave up your a couple top 10
Yeah,
prospects.
when your prospects all stink, it doesn't matter.
You
give them.
I could be a top 10
50
prospect.
by the
Yes,
end.
exactly.
Yeah,
When you have that bad of a farm system, giving up prospects doesn't matter. I do like that kid K. He was retweeting a bunch of
He
Barstool
retweeted
things.
us.
He's
Yeah,
a funny
I saw
stool.
that.
Like he's down with the stoolies. His Twitter name's Tony Bucket, so you know he's got to be like a cool guy.
That is funny.
You don't
But
deserve him.
So is this
in
a
exchange
Stewie for
Stroman-
Stewie trade?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if
how big of
Stroman
a
I would call him
stoolie
a
he is.
stoolie.
He's interacted with us
Yeah,
before.
but he's a Barstool guy. He's got, like I said, he's got some personality. I think if the Mets were a real team, they would keep all of these fucking pitchers. They would go bolster the bullpen, and they would get another couple bats to go with their core of Alonso,
Yeah, then
Conforto,
you make
McNeil.
one more run.
But they're not going
No,
to.
you're just
So
gonna
it's just like
Syndergaard
this was a move for no reason, and that's probably why Marcus Stroman's like throwing chairs around or whatever he was doing.
As he should.
But despite all of that, to see Hub's dumb face and that dumbfounded look of like, I can't believe things aren't going to break the Yankees' way.
The fucking Mets.
No, it's not this.
Fuck
it's
you.
He goes to you. It makes just no sense. I still don't understand the trade.
Makes
I was
no
literally
sense.
just so perplexed at the trade.
Well, we're only 6 back from the wild card. Gotta just leapfrog
Should go real
92
well.
teams. No big deal. So yeah, Stro, welcome home, babe.
I'm sorry,
Let's
you have
get
to
it.
deal with this miserable
Let's
bullshit
go.
for a year and a half.
All right, that's it. Pup Punk was this weekend.
Good time.
I think.
Blast,
I
as
mean,
always.
I can't even imagine.
Pup Punk never disappoints, ever.
But I also think
appreciate
that
it,
this was like your best show, right?
That's what we were just
I
talking
thought
to
so.
Robbie. I think
Yeah.
that it was.
I mean, you guys have just practiced more. You're getting better at it.
Right.
Like your voice is able to handle it. You did like
29.
I was gonna say 30 songs.
29 songs, yeah.
So
A lot of songs. It's a lot of fun. We're just playing hits. We're just playing songs that people know and like. I
Yep.
mean, and just looking out into the crowd, everybody was just cheesing the entire time. So
when
it's
you
like,
do
all right.
your originals and people sing along with you, that's gotta be pretty fucking awesome.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is funny as shit. It's
Like,
just like
everybody in the crowd knows like your songs.
Or like
That's a
the song in the
difference
summer
maker.
came out 2 days before the show, and like people were
Everybody's
like singing
singing that.
along, which is like a pretty cool phenomenon. We're definitely pretty lucky to go and dick around and do shit like that.
But that's the thing I was saying today. Like, the joke is over. You're just a band.
yeah, I guess.
know, it's
I mean, the
like-
joke is going on way too long, so it's like, yeah,
But like
better
you
be
got
over.
like Barstool just like has a band now. It's like we can just do musical events now if you want. Like I was like, you guys could probably play some like low class white trash weddings at this point. You're on that level.
Big
like,
time.
Whatever.
I mean, there's way worse bands at the Jersey Shore
Yes.
that get paid way more to do like
do
weddings
gigs.
and shit
Yeah.
like that. It's
You
like,
guys
we
should just go
gotta
on
be able
tour.
to do something like that.
And
You
I
guys,
mean-
you guys should do a wedding tour.
That would be so funny. Just ruin some white trash weddings. Some fucking just.
No, you
Like,
would make them, dude.
yeah.
It would be the best thing
We're
about them.
We're going on tour, but only if you're getting married.
You would have like sick fucks be like, well, we've been dating for 6 months, but hey, we can get Pup Punk if we get married now.
To the chapel. Do Pop Punk covers of your wedding
No,
classics.
but like, I mean, PFT has a guitar solo like every song that he shreds. Frankie was up there on his throne, like elevated
killed
above
it.
everyone else, just shredding it. Bob Fox is a full-blown rock star now. He's even drinking some alcohol when he
Showing
fucking
his nipples,
plays.
yeah, unreal. Frankie's
Yeah, showing
dad
nipples.
was fucking front row and center. I tried to interact with him during the show, and he looked. It was like I was a ghost. He was looking right through me, staring at Frankie, eyes welling
Frankie
up
was
like
getting
a seal.
a Frankie chant going during his solo.
Don't let him get a big head.
Multiple
incredible.
Frankie chants. They couldn't stop chanting for
I
Frankie.
mean, you were on your home turf,
That was
dude.
a home turf. It was a home show. It's
It's
just so much
Billy
fun,
Joel
dude.
and you.
Yeah,
It's just the most fun thing of all time.
And
it's a
yet,
joke,
still, I see you come in here with a stupid fucking hat on and not your
That
bandana.
makes it better when the show happens.
No.
Yes.
You know what would be better is if you were just Frankie Drummer
No.
all fucking day, every
Nope.
day.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Is that
No,
what
by the
you're
way,
gonna play? Is this gonna be your
Some-
angle? Is like I want to make it special.
You're like Superman.
Yeah, right.
I'm this fucking idiot who.
I'm gonna be
just does
Clark
pizza
Kent all day, you
reviews.
dickhead.
More and more, I'm like in this internet world. Like obviously, I was working at Burley, so I didn't really know a lot of this stuff. And now, like, I'm seeing all these sections of the internet. Like the golf hardos are like a certain type of people, and man,
Drum
goddamn,
hardos?
the drum hardos may be the worst of the bunch.
Why?
What, they're saying
They're
not that good?
like any video like someone puts up of me or like playing the drums, like it could sound good. They're like, yeah, it's okay, but his tempo's way off. And like, then there's a thread of like, yeah, he started out at a 180 MVP and shit.
Oh
And then
my
it's like, are you
God.
fucking kidding me? I'm just hitting drums. I play drums once a month, every couple months. Like we
I
go
mean-
out
Right,
there,
that's
we're
our whole
literally
thing.
editing pizza reviews, and then we go out and put on a fucking rock show. Yeah, my tempo's off. I'm not a drummer. We work at an internet company.
Dude, I don't
I'll
know
tell you
enough.
what, I
When
thought
I
it was
see those
amazing.
videos, I'm like, that looked pretty fucking cool to
Yeah,
me.
like we
And
hit
you know who
banging
else
the
thinks that?
drums.
Like chicks in the crowd and guys who
Yeah, I
want
like
to be
to go
drumming.
fast.
Like
Who
every-
gives a fuck?
Yeah, give me the video he put out of you guys practicing was like, and you know what? It's almost more. I was saying this. I don't know about the actual drumming, but it's like your attitude when you do it, the faces you're making, the like intensity. You put on a show.
What it is that there's guys that have been, especially bands, like what I've noticed with Pup Punk is like
Starving
bands
for
like
20
they
years.
grind out
Yeah.
and like they're like in the garages and they're trying so hard to get a show, and like us idiots just like sell out Irving Plaza, go to Mulcahy's, put on a fucking rock
Done.
show for a sellout crowd. And these guys are like, why the fuck do they get to do
No,
that?
I get that.
We're the musicians.
Yes. I
love
I'm
that.
the musician with the Ludwig fucking drum set. Daddy didn't buy me. It's like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, you worked harder and not smarter.
Right.
Your life
Yeah,
sucks
who cares?
right now.
Who gives a
Fucking
shit?
go sit in the basement with
Pup
your
Punk
white
sucks.
snake
People
jacket.
keep-
Figure
they
out a
listen
way
to
to
our songs.
get your way into a company like this and start a fake
Yeah,
band and
it's
do
so
it.
much
I
fun.
did have a moment where I was watching you, Rone, and I was like, to think that you're in at this company was Sixers blogs is pretty fucking
Yeah, you
funny.
texted me that.
Like,
That's so funny. It's
You know,
like,
not like I'm a world-class battle rapper or I can do this frontman shit. It was like, let me write about the Sixers.
Yo,
for a
break
little
down
bit.
Michael Carter Williams.
Like, thank God
Bro,
that
I'll
you
get
know,
in
it
to
worked
fit in,
out.
bro.
You
I'll
were
get it
saying
where I
that
fit
with
in.
Bob Fox was a foreplay.
Yeah,
Right.
Bob Fox gets to the door of
That's
foreplay,
crazy.
and he's a
He
rock
was
star
booking
now.
golf guests. He had no idea what golf was.
No.
The sport.
Well,
He didn't know what the
golf
sport was.
Yeah.
He's just like, what is this thing on the grass?
Nah, it was an awesome show.
Unreal.
Great time.
Philly
Mulcahy's-
next or
Mulcahy-
what?
Is that the
Philly
plan?
next.
Rone's home turf? Ooh.
You guys should all do
Penn
like a
State,
home
people
turf
are
town.
saying Penn State stuff too.
Oh,
Like people
boy.
but Penn State should just win the fucking the
Tournament
the,
and then, yeah.
the tournament. You know, that would make it
Earn
real
it.
easy.
Earn it, Happy Valley.
We'll do a show with the Joe.
The best bar thing. Remember they lost?
They like
Oh,
came in
right,
second
right,
to the one in
that other bar.
ECU.
ECU being able to beat the goddamn Jonas Brothers is fucking crazy.
That was.
Those guys, they earned it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, great show. Thanks to Mulcahy's. They put on a good time
They
too.
want us back, yeah. So who knows where?
All right, it's the rundown.